used to watch from the side, now I'm just playing for keeps. Feel like I'm Patty Mahomes, race round the table of cheese. I want $1 million in cash, need me 10 million a week. Can I be less than a star? So I'm in the bay trying to tweet. Homies are screaming out, underlay, 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 go, go, underlay, 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 go, go.
Yo, what's cracking, everybody? It's your boy King Sprint, and yes, I know it has been a minute since I've done anything Bomb Rush Cyberfunk related, which is why I want to change that with this video. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I thought about this a while ago, mind you. I just haven't gotten around to doing it until now. And that's really mechanics that they don't tell you about in Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. You kind of have to just either, you know, search it up on Google or accidentally discover it yourself, which for me, I found out one of these mechanics by complete accident. Like, I didn't even mean to do it, and then I wondered how to do. Actually, no, there were two mechanics that I was wondering how to do because I did them accidentally without knowing. So I think I watched it. Oh yeah, and another way is watching a video on YouTube, which I think that's also what I did, but I'll get into those, you know, in a bit. For now, I just want to start the video off by letting you guys know this is the main purpose of said video. Okay, so I wanted to get the cops on me so that I could show this off, because this is something I found out just by complete accident, and then, you know, I think I looked it up on YouTube. Now, that right there is how you take down a cop, and that's just by being able to hit them with graffiti quickly. What you do is you hit the trick button, right? And I didn't mean to do that. You hit the trick button and then you jump into the air and then you nail them. So yeah, that's something they don't really tell you, but yeah, I find it's a cool mechanic, honestly. Helps you get rid of them quickly compared to just having to straight up fight them. So yeah, just I keep messing that up. Just hit the trick button, and then when R1 pops up, you hit them with that. It takes them down. But yeah, just keep that in mind. It's way easier than just straight up fighting them, which I honestly prefer just straight up going for the, you know, I don't exactly know what to call the mechanic. I might look it up, but basically you're using graffiti, just quickly remove the cops from the situation. It does increase your heat level, so keep that in mind when you do, you know, go for it. Then again, there are two ways to increase your heat level. I'll go into them: hitting graffiti spots, and fighting the cops. That's basically the two ways you build up your heat level. Alright, so I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, but I forgot to clarify this. I'm playing the PS4 version of Bomb Rush Cyberfunk on PS5. Short version of the story is, when I was purchasing this game, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention and I bought the PS4 version, and then later on, the PS5 version was a free upgrade, but at the time it was not, so they wanted you to get the game twice. But anyways, this ties into, you know, why I'm gonna say what I'm about to say next. So when I'm talking about the trick buttons for Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, I'm talking about square, triangle, and circle. So whenever I say trick buttons, it's one of those two, but I'm just gonna stick with trick buttons because it makes it easier, okay? So with any of the trick buttons, you can also do this. You can get more airtime just by doing a trick and then into that, so just keep that in mind. Also, it does not work on, you know, I'll just say on any not vehicle, but any skates, inline skates or BMX, you have to be on foot when you do this. You have to do this on foot. So any trick button, jump. And when I mean jump, I mean with the X button. Again, I'm talking about on PS4/PS5. Just clarifying that right now, but yeah. Trick, jump. Or I'll say this, trick, X button. Trick button, and then X button. That's a mechanic that they did not tell you about. I also don't know the name of this mechanic either, but yeah. I did it by accident. I was wondering how to do it again, so I looked it up on YouTube. Alright, so when I saw a fire hydrant in this game, I was wondering what to do because I didn't know if it was interactable, and turns out it is, but only with skateboards. Now, here's the thing. You have to make sure you land directly on it and then use the trick buttons, spin, and then it will just, of course it will increase the height of the fire hydrant. I can't speak, but that's only, you know, gonna be a certain height, and then eventually you do have to jump off and then say go here, or just, you know, wherever direction you want, just as long as it's accessible and you have access to fire hydrant, try things out. I don't know. But yeah, I remember finding this at the last stage of Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. I forgot what it's called. It's been a minute, so please forgive me. But yeah, that's where I discovered it. So I was like, alright, let me look it up. Saw it on YouTube. Oh, cool. All you have to do is just have a person that has a actually, no, you don't even need to have a person that has a skateboard. You can just equip a skateboard on whatever character you want, but I just prefer keeping the characters, you know, with their original gear. That's just me. I don't really switch things. Now, I don't know why I couldn't, you know, get this word out, but I meant to say BMX bike, but I just, for some reason, it was eluding my brain. Anyways, if you see an area like this and you either have somebody, a character with a BMX bike, or I should say, you know, a character that you can equip with the BMX bike, just go here and it will open this spot. Oh wait, am I? Oh yeah, there we go. Just sit there for a while. Don't do what I did, but I guess as long as you're on the plate itself, it counts. But yeah, it opened up a whole different area. Well, let me rephrase that. It is giving me access to the area up here, because without the bike, I don't think you can really get up here. Now you probably can, and I just don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's basically how bikes open. I guess you can call this you can't even call it a garage. Let's just say an area. That's how BMX bikes open areas like this up. I just wanted to quickly clarify before I show off this next segment. Alright, so you see glass like this. Now with other characters you can kick it, right? But the glass I'm gonna show off in the in this area in the square mall, right? It's different considering that, well, I'll get into it as you guys will see. Alright, so this is the glass I was referring to. Now, glass like this, it can only be shattered by inline skates. So what you do is you can, like, you run across it, of course, but you have to, you basically it is called a cross slide on inline skates, but for the BMX and the skateboard, I don't know why I was blanking on it. It's called a manual. So basically, you just do that to shatter glasses, like what you just saw earlier. Well, by earlier, I mean the glass I just shattered now, because obviously the glass I showed you earlier, that can be destroyed by everyone. Alright, so in this game, you can also short jump, but the way you short jump is by holding R2 and X. Now, if you want to get a longer jump, just hold X, but again, keep in mind that short jumping is R2 and X. So there's that. Just like I said, keep that in mind when you do go for a short jump. Also, don't forget to let go of R2, because I have the habit of still holding on to R2 and I'm like, wait, why is my jump shorter? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I didn't let go of R2. Now, I do find it interesting that when it comes to the tutorial, they don't tell you how to do this. So what I'm talking about is canceling out the tagging. So say you don't want to continue doing it, right? You can either hit square, triangle, circle, or X to just stop it. For example, right here, I just hit circle and it just stopped it. Now here's the thing. There is a tutorial, but it's a short one. Now, in Jet Set Radio Future, the tutorial is also short in my opinion, but the difference is in Jet Set Radio Future, you can actually go talk to Roboy and then he'll give you even more, you know, I guess tutorials to do if you want to learn more about the game. So there's that. I wish BRC did something similar, like for example, we could walk up to Trice or Bell and then do more things, you know, via the tutorial and, you know, see the other mechanics that the game has left out. Well, let me rephrase it. You know, go over the mechanics that we haven't learned yet. But that's just me. Now, as somebody who really does appreciate this game, and I mean I love Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, even I can admit it's a bit problematic when you do have a tutorial, short one mind you, that goes over, you know, some of the things in the game, but when you don't have any more tutorials to explain other mechanics, that is an issue. And I made this video because I wanted to address said issues. But I will say this, if I did miss any mechanics, please comment down below. Help me out, because I probably did miss some. I tried to get as many as, you know, I could remember off the top of my head, so there's that. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, like. I guess we don't really have to set a like goal, but definitely do hype this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you can get alerted whenever I drop new content, and I'm out. Catch you guys later.
Sauced up. People hit my line because I bossed up. My shorty, she a demon, you'll get tossed up. My homies need a reason, please don't cross us. Please don't. You are up and we don't need those. My first year in the league, I feel like D-Rose. MVP, I put the city all on top of my shoulders. If a nigga died today, they probably treat me like Sosa. I don't like goofy niggas tripping out they psyche.